Senior Cup finalist in 60 years. Will he get his chance to win there later on in the match? The referee is Alan Wiley, who's making history himself by becoming the first man to take charge of both domestic finals in the same season. Although he wasn't actually the first choice. Mike Dean had originally been chosen, but he had to be changed as he lives too near to Liverpool. A bit hard on him, you would think. But there we are. The two assistant referees are Darren Cann and Kerry Richards. And there's a change there too, because Peter Kirkup had to drop out and he had an eye problem. Haven't they all?
No, let's start positively with them.
Liverpool, the first team to win the FA Cup final at the Millennium Stadium in 2001. Will they be the last as well? Alan Pardew hopes and believes not. His team in their change strip of all white with dark sleeves will be getting us underway in a moment or two. Sizzling atmosphere inside the Millennium Stadium today. And it's Ferdinand straight away on the ball. And then by Gabidon, familiar territory this for him, of course, as a Welsh international and former Cardiff player. Off goes Gerrard. Searing run down the right. Is that where he's got to start, Ray? Looks that way.
Well, it looks like it straight away that Cisse has joined up the front there with Gerrard is out on his right-hand side, has taken the tackle there straight away. But he will fancy getting at Konchesky. He looks like straight away, as soon as he got it, he fancy he can run him, he can get beyond him and get dangerous balls into the box. So little change from the formation, but one that we thought may happen.
Liverpool straight on to the front foot, and it will be the skipper, Steven Gerrard, who will look to curl this one in. It's an inviting ball too. Helpier. In fact, the whistle has gone, blown by Alan Wiley for a free kick down to West Ham. Liverpool, who do seem to relish knockout competitions. This is their 8th final in 5 years, and they've lost only 2 of them. Benitez, who's doing a wonderful job up at Anfield, and certainly intends to build on that. They may have lost the European title, they gained on that glorious, improbable night in Istanbul, but on the domestic front, they feel they have made significant strides in narrowing the gap behind Chelsea. Now they're targeting the trophy to keep things ticking over before launching what they feel will be an even stronger challenge next season. Here's Ferdinand. There had been a suggestion he might have started at right back. Scaloni's playing there. Collins has to sit it out.
And of course it's Cisse, the front two, is playing out on that left-hand side. He's sort of trying to get himself in between Ferdinand and Scaloni. The ball's to be played in there, because I would imagine that Benitez thinks that the pace of Cisse could certainly get in behind Scaloni and cause West Ham some problems.
He's had blistering pace, Gibril Cisse. A straight choice really between him and Morientes. That's the Frenchman who's won out. Harry Kewell, another who's been in sparkling form for Liverpool this season. He says this is really my first final. Doesn't feel he did himself justice in the previous 2 for Liverpool. In the Carling Cup and of course in the Champions League. He licked off so early on and was booed off by the Liverpool fans in Istanbul. Ashton, fit to start then? We wonder how fit. It's been a big jump for West Ham all week. With a hamstring problem. And they are not easy to recover from. Konchesky. Played by Helpier, who was the skipper back in 2001. When Liverpool won the day so late on, those 2 strikes from Michael Owen to see off the challenge of Arsenal. Steve Finnan. So many players in the Liverpool team have been so consistent this season, and he's certainly one of them. Steve Finnan, maybe an unsung hero in many ways. And Wayne, the goalkeeper, 20 clean sheets in the Premiership to earn him the Golden Gloves for the English top flight. This is Gerrard. Gabidon is tight on Cisse. Easy collected by Shaka Hislop, whose career has suddenly taken off again at the age of 37. Here he is playing in a cup final a year ago. I thought that was just about it. He was going to pack the game in. Not so now. He's got the World Cup to look forward to as well, of course, with Trinidad and Tobago in England's group. Anton Ferdinand seeking out, but not finding Benayoun. But Rees has caught out of position now. This is Benayoun, the Israeli. 2 to 8 for in the middle. It was Hertier with the interception, and a crucial one too then, as Liverpool was suddenly unhinged. Gerrard flicked on by Crouch. Not sure that was intentional or not. Didn't come off anyway. Here's Sissoko. It's been a revelation in midfield. Now Kuhl, not quite deep enough over Cisse. It was only a few months back, of course, that Sissoko had sustained that serious eye injury that threatened his whole career, let alone playing for Liverpool in a cup final. There he is again. Now he's given it away to Benayoun. It can be a real danger down that right side when he drifts in. Got a venomous shot too. Came up with a stunner against Tottenham on the last day of the season. And West Ham run out 2-1 winners to ruin Tottenham's hopes, of course, of going into the Champions League. There's a talk of skullduggery behind the scenes in terms of before the game. West Ham got on with the job, and they did it pretty well. Done by Gabidon. Now Peter Crouch. It can be such a hatball. How do you play him, Ray?
Well, it's very, very difficult because the size of the man, it's very difficult to compete with him in the air. You really have to be looking to pick up second balls. If the right balls are played in and around the 6 and 8 yard area, then obviously you're going to have to compete, but the best way really is to try and make sure that you pick up his flick-ons, because he's virtually impossible to mark in the air when those balls are played up to him like that.
Yet the England squad, of course, for the World Cup finals, Peter Crouch. And maybe a starter too, by the looks of things. Big clout still, of course, over Wayne Rooney and Michael Owen. It's Ashton to nudge it on. Is it a gamble, do you think, to play Dean Ashton, Ray? I mean, there's been all this talk this week of his injury. It was only yesterday they decided he was going to trade and play.
I think it's a little bit of a gamble. I mean, the hamstring is a funny injury in terms of, you know, normally it's 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just gone a couple of weeks since he had that injury, and I just think it is a little bit of a gamble. He's not the quickest lad in the world anyway.
This is Gerrard looking for Crouch in the middle. And Scaloni, who managed to get it away. Now Etherington, whose place in this final had been under threat because of injury. His was an impact injury, really. That was slightly different, an ankle problem.
I'm just finishing what I was saying about Dean Ashton there. I think, you know, that he is a slight gamble by putting him in there. But what he's actually doing is, when Liverpool's back four have possession, he's dropping off and trying to look after Alonso, who everybody knows makes Liverpool play.
Rio Coker has broken it up successfully then for West Ham. He's going to be a key man in the midfield, no two ways about that. Rio Coker, 22 tomorrow, and hoping then to be the youngest ever FA Cup final winning captain. The great Bobby Moore was the youngest previously, back in 1964, when he held the trophy aloft after their win over Preston. A dramatic win, as I recall, 3-2. Now Fletcher. For Hayden Mullins, suspended in midfield. The Welsh international, who was saying how much he relished playing against Steven Gerrard when Wales took on England, but he said he didn't get over it for 2 days. An unexpected chance for Fletcher, who's on the ball here because of Mullins' ban. Something he played in the Premiership in truth, Fletcher, but he came up with an absolute stunning goal in the win over Tottenham, his first in the Premiership, and all of a sudden he's flavour of the month. It's now a bright and sunny day in the Welsh capital, after a lot of rain overnight. I thought at one stage we might have to put the roof out. Did not turn out to be the case.
It's been interesting now, hasn't it, that even in this early stage we've seen 3 or 4 people trying to turn quickly and slipping on the turf, because I believe this pitch has only been laid for just over a week and probably it's still bedding in. That's why they were worried about rain and why they were thinking about keeping the roof closed.
They were mowing it at 3 o'clock this morning, apparently, and then again at 5 o'clock. The Does look in pristine condition. Fletcher for West Ham. And at the moment, with almost 10 minutes gone, don't seem overawed. It's mainly a young team being nurtured by Alan Pardew.
I mean, this is the biggest game they've played in for some time, but let's not forget they have been in this stadium the last couple of years in playoffs, so they know about the atmosphere, albeit they've never played in a game as big as this. Although some people would say that trying to get in the playoffs to get in the Premiership is probably nearly as big these days.
Financially, yeah. Etherington, a former Tottenham player. There's been a big hit for West Ham, though. There's Ashton, looking for the burly figure of Marlon Harewood. His physical presence will certainly be a threat to Liverpool. Harewood, the man who scored the winning goal in the semi-final against Middlesbrough. Napier, wide of him is Finnan. No question West Ham are the underdogs. Back in 1988, as every Liverpool fan will tell you with gritted teeth and a clenched fist, so will Wimbledon, as rank outsiders could be. Even their mums didn't think they could do it. The Bobby Gould's team overcame the longest of odds to embarrass the finest side in the land at the time. Here's Harewood, he's got a sign of goal here. A very important blocklet by John Arno Risa, flung himself in his path. As Harewood threatened to race clear.
Well, it was a good block by Risa, certainly, and he needed to, because it was him in the first place who gave it away with a sloppy pass, but he managed to get back and get that block in, because certainly Harewood struck that fiercely, and it would have certainly tested Rayner, I'm sure.
But an early encouraging sign here for the Hammers. Etherington will take it. Ferdinand has arrived in the middle now. Fletcher making a late run. To hold on there against Dean Ashton. He can be menacing in the air. It's one of his strengths. Good all-round, old-fashioned type of centre forward, Dean Ashton. A very accomplished one too, in terms of his technique. He got the 2 goals that saw off Manchester City in one of the earlier rounds. Gerrard, lurking with intent. Like with Cisse, he was certainly upended then. Steven Gerrard. By Fletcher.
That's a lovely little move, Alonso and Gerrard there. Cisse, and certainly Gerrard was looking to be coming onto that for a shot. If Fletcher hadn't have just tackled him from behind, quite rightly, free kick. Let's hope there's not a yellow card so early in the game, but certainly, yes, the referee's being sensible and just giving him a good warning about it.
Gerrard looking to strike a dagger there through the West Ham heart. He can do in such deadly fashion with those runs from midfield. The new Player of the Year in England, Steven Gerrard. And of course, destined to be a key man for England as well. Over here, with John Arno Risa, who can really batter them. He's got 3 terrific goals in the FA Cup already this season. The Norwegian, Alonso alongside. Risa, looks like Risa, and it is. He really let fly as well. But West Ham had plenty of bodies in the way. Plenty back there as covering defenders. That's a shot.
Well, he did really get hold of this, and Cisse knocked Benioun on the floor there to try and create the space for Risa to hit it through, but didn't hit the gap, and West Ham got a good block on it.
There was a score, of course, in the semi-final win over Chelsea. John Arno Risa. Crackers 2 against Portsmouth and Birmingham, where Liverpool scored 7. They did have a spell when they were really struggling to score goals of any kind. Liverpool, but in the end, they're 100 at the moment in competitive football this season. 17 in the FA Cup, including those 7. A record 7 away to Birmingham in the quarter-finals. humiliation for the Blues. Konchesky asking a little much here of Marlon Harewood. He's set for quite a battle against those two central defenders, Herpier and Carragher. One of the strongest partnerships in the business. He's here today, it's Sven Eriksson, having named his squad. Trevor Brooking there in the front row. Guess who he wants to win today?
I wouldn't think Trevor will be biased at all, do you?
The man who stooped to head the winner in 1980 against Arsenal. The last time a team from outside the top division won the FA Cup.
I don't think there's any disputing that offside. It's quite a familiar failing of Cisse over the season, getting himself, when he's up the front, getting himself in offside positions. And I'm sure that's an aspect of his play that if he does stay next year with Liverpool, that they'll be working on to try and improve.
Herpier, towering header by him, straight to Gabidon. West Ham's player of the year, Gabidon. And his team are pressing here with Harewood. Couldn't pull it back though. Benayoun was in the 6-yard box. Ashton over on the far side. Rio Coker was on his way up as well. It was all rather wasted by Harewood.
That's a lovely ball by Benayoun, but Harewood on his left foot. And we know he scored a goal in the semi-final with his left foot, but it's certainly not his strongest, and that really was a poor attempt at trying to drive it across the 6-yard box.
That shocked a few West Ham fans when he did drive that one in with his left foot in the semi. Some finish.
I think it shocked himself, never mind the West Ham fans.
Herpier, now Alonso. So desperate to play today, having missed out on the Carling Cup final because of injury. I think that was an ankle problem as well. Peter Crouch. Konchesky was after him, snapping away at him. Now regained possession for his team. Benayoun. It's too heavy though for Harewood. They've been okay so far, West Ham. Liverpool may have the pedigree, they may have won 11 games on the bounce. The Hammers have been meticulously prepared by Alan Pardew. They've had the kind of season which has already greatly exceeded expectations in many ways, and now they're in the mood for a bonus. Rio Coker on standby for the England squad for the World Cup finals. Big thrill for him. Well, he wants the best birthday present of all tomorrow, helping his team to win the FA Cup and indeed himself lifting the trophy.
He really has been a tremendous influence on West Ham. He's one so young, he plays the captain's role so well. He's a Mr. Motivator, has great belief in himself, but it's a total confidence. It's not an arrogance, and he really is a player who, in the future years, can be a massive influence, I would imagine, not only here but also in the England squad.
Finnan taking the throw for Liverpool. Here's Sami Herpier. I imagine he's been a little surprised to have featured so strongly, so prominently in Liverpool this season. Rafa Benitez had told him at the outset that he might not play too often. That has not been the case. He's been very much a fixture under the Spanish coach.
Well, I think that's been one of the reasons that Liverpool have been so tight at the back, is that the four players that played in front of Reina have been pretty settled, and therefore they've got to know each other's strengths and weaknesses so well, and are so difficult to break down.
Well, they've had 33 clean sheets this season, Liverpool. One more today will equal a club record. They'd hope to beat it. They've scored one or two opportunities in recent matches, particularly conceding a late goal to Portsmouth in their final league game. That would have given them a chance today to beat the record. Cisse and Crouch up top here. It is Cisse. Gabidon getting in ahead though of Peter Crouch. Anton Ferdinand. Rio, of course, was a loser last year with Manchester United here. And Arsenal beat them in the penalty shootout. Well, some will say that in years to come, Anton will prove to be at least as good as his brother, if not better. Watch this space. Certainly had a good season for West Ham in the Premiership. Finnan. Looking for Crouch. He did seem to lean in then. Wiley had a little look. Gave himself a second or two just to make up his mind, and then did give the free kick.
He has a little wry smile there, Peter. He knew that he did climb all over the back of Scaloni.
Doesn't need to, does he?
No, he doesn't, no. But that's the ball they'll be trying. They'll try and get Peter on both full-backs and knock diagonal balls into that far post, because that's where he's at his best, knocking balls goalwards or back towards forwards, and the likes of Stevie Gerrard breaking into the box.
As I was saying earlier, something of a surprise that Scaloni is starting. He hasn't really settled, in truth, with West Ham. He's only played 13 times in the Premiership since coming on loan from Deportivo La Coruña in Spain. Benayoun. Now Scaloni has made a run down that right side. Well sink to by Ashton. Harewood wants it in the middle. Oh, it's an own goal! Enough Jamie Carragher, and West Ham have taken the lead. A sudden break, and Jamie Carragher, of all people, was in the wrong place at the right time as far as West Ham are concerned.
Well, look at this ball from Dean Ashton. That is a fantastic ball, it really is. He waited, Carragher had to play it because he wasn't sure Rayner was going to get it, but this pass is inch perfect. Scaloni drives it in across the box there. Carragher has to go for it, and unfortunately for him, just with the outside, he misses it with his right foot, it hits his left foot and then goes in. But that goal is all down to Dean Ashton's superb through ball. It really was a tremendous pass.
Misery for Jamie Carragher, but elation for West Ham and their fans here. The goal coming just before the midway point in the first half. Harewood was certainly the target in the middle, and that ball that came across from Scaloni, but Carragher could only turn it into his own net.
I was only just thinking to myself as well, the game was going as was expected, Liverpool having loads of possession, but not really creating anything in that first 20 minutes. And of course West Ham had one corner, I think, and had done actually nothing like that, created absolutely nothing. Rayner had hardly touched the ball, and of course their first meaningful attack, they're in front.
The last own goal in the cup final, Des Walker for Nottingham Forest against your old club Tottenham, 1991.
What were you going to say, Des O'Connor then for a minute?
So drama here in Cardiff. The underdogs, the dangerous underdogs, have scored first, and now Liverpool will have to come at them, as Gerrard is doing here. Edrington. Sissoko closing on him. He says no contact. I think the referee Alan White has concurred with that opinion. Touch and go. Didn't quite get there in truth. Sissoko.
Well, we talked about Scaloni possibly being a weak link. He's crossed the ball in there.
You said it, not me. I didn't say anything.
I think you agreed though. But I mean, it's a great ball in for the own goal, and we've just seen a fantastic tackle from him on Steve Gerrard when he's breaking through as well. So still a long way to go, but he's had a very positive start.
Yes, Cisse, did he handle that? Yep. Flags up. Well, it's a gamble to include Scaloni rather than Collins. That would be the expected decision, that Collins would have played alongside, in the centre of the defence there, alongside Gabidon, with Ferdinand at right back. So it was a gamble. And he's got the Midas touch at the moment, Alan Pardew. Rafa Benitez's team behind, and he might have underestimated the FA Cup and Liverpool passion for him in the past, but he doesn't now. Remember, he sent out that below-strength team in the third round last season at Burnley. They lost. And given the adverse reaction on Merseyside, I think you took the whole of football, really. And then they're going to be doing that again in a hurry. That was an own goal too from Traore, who's among the subs for Liverpool today.
Well, what you do have to say, Peter, it's probably exactly what the game needed. What we all wanted was West Ham to go in front.
That's neutrals, yeah.
Yes, of course.
There's a few people in red out there who wouldn't agree with him.
But certainly, I mean, we expected a great game anyway, but this now will ensure that we do have a great game, I'm sure.
Kutcheski, a West Ham fan as a youngster. You can imagine what it means to him to be playing in the final today. Man who maybe wasn't too far away from selection for England's World Cup squad, especially when Ashley Cole was out injured. Didn't quite make it in the end, Kutcheski, but he's had a very good season for the Hammers. Since switching, of course, from Charlton. Great ball in. Scaloni, really well spotted then by Dean Ashton. Watch Harewood now, darting into the middle. It was meant for him, but it found Carragher, and inadvertently he guided it into his own goal. And West Ham are in dreamland at the moment. Carragher. No way, of course, can you write off Liverpool? Not the season they've been having, and the form they're in too. There's 11 straight wins behind them. Etherington, defend off Steve Finnan. Gerrard chasing, closing down. Oh, such a talisman for Liverpool. Rio Coker. And Risa setting for the throw. Pardew promised his team will be on the front foot, will be uninhibited, and we've got a hitter's chance, he says. Big boxing fan Alan Pardew. Harewood, who looks like a puncher, he's certainly got the physique. But he ran out of pitch there.
Well, if anybody can get over a setback like that, it'll be Jamie Carragher. There's no stronger character in the game than him. Yes, his initial response will be disappointing, but he'll come back from that, and I'm sure he'll have, the rest of the game will be solid for him. In fact, he just stopped Harewood in his tracks there when he was in full flow, and that's not an easy thing to do because Harewood is one of the quickest and strongest strikers in the Premiership at the moment.
And he will be hurting Jamie Carragher. Liverpool through and through, over a decade now as a professional up at Anfield. Gerrard really are the local heartbeat of the Liverpool team. Risa, unchallenged by Benayoun. Having said that, rather hasty clearance then really from Risa. Who moved Carragher back into central defence. He had been playing at right back prior to that. Still a big success. Etherington teasing Herpia. Oh, testing Rayner, who lost it, and it's in! From Dean Ashton. Unbelievable! And West Ham are 2 goals up against Liverpool in the FA Cup final.
Well, it's amazing. It's the two players that have been talked about all week. Who would they play, would they not? The ball comes up. There's Ashton that flicks it on. Etherington there just turns Herpia, tries a shot. That's a ball that Rayner 9 times out of 10 gobbles up. Dean Ashton takes the chance, follows it in, and it's a simple tap in through. But Ashton shot through legs, and Dean Ashton, well, what a contribution he's made to the game so far. Made the first goal, scored the second, and the player who right up to kick-off with touch and go whether he's going to play or not.
A real predator, such awareness in front of goal. He was alive there to the possibilities. Liverpool 2-0 down. We're nearly talking Istanbul again.
Well, it's going to take a lot now. Liverpool were certainly favourites at 1-0 down. I could see them getting back into it at 2-0. They have got a mountain to climb now, and they really are going to have to play out of their skin like they had to in Istanbul and show all that character to come back from this.
And away to my right, the South End, the West Ham fans are going absolutely potty, and why not?
Well, they can't believe it. They were 5-1 against to win this game, and I bet there's a lot of West Ham fans to my right-hand side have had that bet as well.
Liverpool, the odds-on favourites, are in deep trouble here. Amazingly, trailing by 2 goals to 0. Dean Ashton, we didn't really know until, I think maybe yesterday at the earliest, whether he'd be playing or not today after that hamstring injury sustained in a match at West Bromwich Albion recently. But he's been a really good signing for West Ham. They were very keen to get him out there. And another gamble. It's come off so far. No question about it. Harewood releasing Benayoun. Liverpool are reeling here. Harewood. West Ham absolutely buoyant. Two in the middle, including Ashton. No service though this time as it's come out by Carragher. Liverpool haven't really got hold of this game yet. Crouch. Gerrard certainly won't take this line down. Looking a burst up front now. Here's Harry Kewell, who's not really got into it yet. Alonso. Gerrard. Not too much he could do with that though. Now looking shocked and stunned, the team in red, and no wonder. Xabi Alonso onto Kewell. Brought down then, was he by Fletcher? He was. Free kick to Liverpool. He says, look, I won it fairly. And according to Alan Wiley, he didn't. Half an hour gone. It's a scoreline that takes some believing. But his cross! Offside. Flags up. Down beneath me. Gerrard took that free kick very quickly. Almost caught West Ham out. The Crouch was offside.
It was very, very close. It certainly was. Certainly it caught West Ham napping. They'd gone to sleep, and Gerrard saw that Crouch at that far post. But just and only just was Crouch offside there.
Crouch who scored the winner, of course, against Manchester United. Two as well against Birmingham in this season's competition. I thought for a moment there he brought his team back into this final. Ashton. He was backing it to Herpio. Here's Gerrard. Boy, do they need his inspiration now, his influence. Alonso. Now Finham and Gerrard. It's a lovely ball as well for Cisse! It's there this time.
Well, as they say, game on. That certainly was a great ball in from Finham, and certainly as Cisse gets round the back of Coronet and knocks it in right. That was a great volley. He's still got a bit to do when it arrives at him, but gets the other side of Scaloni there. Scaloni doesn't know he's there, and it's a great volley from Cisse. Here we go. No chance for Hislop, but what a game we've got on our hands now.
A really emphatic finish then by the Frenchman. There were some doubts about whether he'll be staying on at Anfield. He carries on like this, there won't be any doubt. 7 goals in his last 10 games now. He's ending the season with a flourish. He got both goals in the league win recently over West Ham, and he's pounced here now. And it really has set up the final. Every potential now to be an absolute corker. Reset. Sometimes the finals don't live up to expectations. I don't think this is going to be one of those. It can't be now.
Now, we've already seen more in this opening 30-odd minutes than we actually saw in last year's cup final, so it's a tremendous game to be watching at the moment.
Finham. Liverpool digging deep. That's Alonso. Cisse claiming he was pulled then. Scaloni. Riley was having none of it though.
And what Benitez has done in this last 10 minutes is pulled Harry Kewell out of that wide area on the left and just brought him in behind the front two at the moment, and so they can try and get the ball into him, because he's not really had an influence on the game so far, but there's 1 or 2 holes there that he might think he can get the ball and get at West Ham's back four.
Interesting too, Ray, that Cisse was saying this week, I prefer to play down the centre. I don't have to think about it then, the ball just comes to me up at the back of the net. That's exactly what happened. Rather be down the middle than out wide. At the moment, indeed, he has drifted out to that left side, crouched down the middle with Kewell just behind her, as you were saying. Gerrard was everywhere. Crouch Up comes Finnan. Liverpool building with purpose again now. Sissoko. Ball jumping skills by him too, and real determination as well. Rio Coker. And West Ham here need to just batten down the hatches for a little bit. Take the sting out of Liverpool's riposte, which has really been a strong one. Carragher, no one more relieved than him to see Cissé's effort go in. Up by Reese. Carragher has only ever scored 3 times for Liverpool. The right end anyway. Breathtaking stuff at the moment. Really good finish that by Cissé. Broke away from his marker, away from Scaloni. And was guilty there of all ball watching in truth, the Argentine. Gerrard. Sissoko. There's now Mali international, who played at under 21 level for France, but under new regulations, he's able to play at full level for Mali. That's Pierre. And smuggled away by Benayoun. Defending on his strongest quality. He did well enough on that occasion. There's Alonso. The pace maybe at the moment. He's got such a wonderful range of passing. But now he's going to come scattering back. Harewood. To Rio Coker. Harewood's in the middle. Too long for him, but it's Ben Etherington now. And then Herpia retaining his composure. Harry Kuehl. Risa to his left. Scaloni not really timing off on Cissé at first. Risa again. Cissé is back on his feet. Trying to skew for Liverpool. Franceschi on to Etherington. Well, such an adventurous, positive team. West Ham, it's been their approach all season. Ashton lining up a strike. Only just the wrong side of the post. Adventurous, positive, but then some.
Well, again, people talk about Dean Ashton that he isn't the quickest in the world, but what a good football brain he's got. He just steers that ball away from Risa, gets it onto his favourite right side there, and just drags it just slightly wide of Reyna's right-hand post. But again, tremendous play from Dean Ashton.
And he was prolific in his early days, wasn't he, at Crewe? Not so effective really at Norwich, but certainly looking the part for West Ham. There's a good spat over on the far side, Cissé. And Scaloni. Not sure what that's all about. Scaloni just telling him to calm down.
Well, I think Cissé wants to get on with the game. Scaloni obviously is trying to slow the game down to get to half-time. And Scaloni wasn't best pleased the way the ball was passed from Cissé to him.
Xabi Alonso, the Spanish international. Now it's Gerrard. Free up to Liverpool in the box at the moment. Won't reach Peter Crouch though. There by Camidon. He really has made the adjustment from Championship to Premiership so well a year ago. He was helping Cardiff to fight off relegation. Finnan wanting some movement, and he's found it here with Crouch. Good skill as well. But Camidon was there. Now Alonso, hoping to pick out Cissé. Snapshot on the turn. He's in the mood.
Well, the one thing you know with Cissé is that when the ball around's in and around the box, he very rarely does he see anybody else. All he does is see the goal and can he score. And on that occasion, wasn't going to have a second touch. He was always going to hit it that first time, particularly after he'd scored with the confidence he has after that first goal.
He has his critics, Gabriel Cissé, but he scored 19 times this season. including that one today. Really have brought this cup final to life. Wasn't bad till then either. Here's Gerrard trying to dance his way through and nick up with Crouch. West Ham defending stubbornly enough. Cisse to Rio Coca. And Harewood. It's not easy to brush aside. Sissoko and Cisse between them, just about managing to do that. There's Alonso. Remember they were 3-1 down against Luton in the third round. Liverpool bounced back from that. Looking to attack it, Ferdinand was sure he couldn't do so. A watchful eye there on the towering figure of Peter Crouch. Gerrard taken quickly by Liverpool. This one had to be on his guard, then they fisted away. Sissoko, Crouch. A few West Ham hearts skipped a beat there, especially behind that goal. The referee not quite right, he saw nothing untoward. Carragher. Feeding Cisse, again has wandered out to that left side. This could be dangerous now. There's Kuhl going in, then Gerrard. By Rio Coca. Chesky to Etherington. They certainly won't just sit back, West Ham. Far from it. It's not in their nature under Alan Pardew. Chesky. Cushion headed down by Ashton to Benayoun. Didn't quite get hold of it though. Alonso. They're out with Risa. This first half has flown by. Just over 3 minutes to go past stoppages. Finnan. Sticking out a long leg there to deny Peter Crouch. Finnan. Now Harry Kuhl. Was going nowhere though. Rio Coca, very strong, very determined. He's got Scaloni free away to his right. Ushering him forward too, then Rio Coca. Benayoun. Fletcher. And deeper anchor roll. Spot as well from him to locate Etherington. Harewood making life awkward again for Jamie Carragher. He's down the field this first half, really. The central defenders certainly haven't had the central strikers in their pockets. Not as yet. Chesky. Good supporting play by him. Now Harewood. Just slightly off balance though as he hit it.
Just shows, you know, West Ham have got no fear in this game at all, and I say they're being led magnificently by Rio Coca. They certainly are, and Harewood there takes a chance and mishits it totally, but certainly prepared to take the chance. Alan Pardew there making one or two little notes, just to maybe try and adjust one or two little things in the second half. They've got themselves in front, and it's a case of can they stay there or can they add to it. But I'm sure that Benitez will have a few words to say at half-time to make sure that Liverpool continue the pressure that they're starting to mount on West Ham.
There'll be 1 minute of time added on. So West Ham have lived too long in past memories, but this does seem to be a team for the future, and certainly for the present, for the future, a very solid future. Kuhl, Finnan. right there, doesn't he? Danny Gavidon, the Welshman. Former Cardiff player, really relishing here. Playing back in the capital. There's Sissoko, trying to make his presence felt against Matt Etherington. Enjoying what they have seen so far. So much optimism among the West Ham fans, all the odds stacked against them. But they had a 2-goal lead before Liverpool bounced back. A reply from Cisse, which really had set up the second half. No two ways about that. Ashton, who forced him to have a second. An easy run here. Beat them all though. Cisse, lovely control. And is there the acceleration as well? Well, there was. Alan Riley, good refereeing by him. They played the advantage. Not quite taken up though by Cisse. As it's added in by Shankar Hislop.
The official has indicated there will be 1 added minute at the end of the first half.
He was on the bench in the late 90s when Newcastle were in a couple of finals. Starting one had gone, long since gone. And then came a call to rejoin West Ham. It's his second spell with them. And an injury to Roy Carroll at the start of the year gave him his chance in the West Ham first team. He hasn't really looked back from there. Been very reliable between the posts. Ferdinand. This is his 100th game for the Hammers. Etherington turning away from Sissoko. Fletcher. Whip there with Marlon Harewood. Tyresa. And a fabulous, entertaining first half. Liverpool 2 down, the own goal from Jamie Carragher, then Dean Ashton scrambling in the second. All credit to Liverpool, they have come back so well. Djibril Cisse, and it really has all the makings of a wonderful second half. As we see again here, the goals, that was Carragher.
Please welcome back to the pitch the band of the corps of Royal Electrical.
A bit of a fumble there by Rayner. Waiting to pounce was Dean Ashton. But then that excellent finish from Djibril Cisse to give us a half-time scoreline of Liverpool 1, West Ham 2. That's it from Ray Clements and myself for the moment, as I hand you back to John Champion.
That's the way of it here at the Millennium Stadium. After Paul Walsh, I would suggest to you one of the best.
Beaming smiles for those who follow the team in claret and blue. No wonder. It's a fair cup final this, and as many seasons for West Ham. 2 years ago they lost here to Palace in the playoffs for a Premiership place. And then in 2005, of course, were successful in the Championship final with Bobby Zamora's winning goal against Preston. Zamora, who is on the bench, maybe will be on at some stage in the second half. It has been an outstanding season for the Hammers. 9th place on their return to the Premiership. And now this FA Cup final. No wonder the fans who a year ago, remember, were calling for Alan Pardew's head. No wonder they've had a bit of a rethink.
No, he's done an incredible job, and he's made some excellent signings. You know, Gavidon has done a tremendous job at the back for West Ham, alongside young Anton Ferdinand. A lot of people looked at Gavidon and thought, could he actually play at the top level? Well, he's proved he can, and he can prove that he's better than just coping with it. He's an excellent centre-back. Rio Coker is a bundle of energy in the middle of the field there. And of course, their latest signing, Dean Ashton, what a game he's had so far. And, you know, to come from Championship football into this level in a short space of time, perform like he has done on this big stage so far, is incredible.
Just looking at Djibril Cisse's boots, I think he had odd ones on in the first half. I suppose that's what we call being laid back. Some might say ill-prepared. Etherington, are they prepared at the back for Harewood? Arriving on the scene, then Benayoun as well! Almost skip free. And Rayner to the rescue there for Liverpool, who were totally stretched and caught out by the speed of an incisive break by West Ham. That's what they're all about. High tempo and a really adventurous approach.
was that man Dean Ashton that created it again, and really Harewood should have scored.
It was indeed an escape then for Liverpool, whose minds, it seemed, were still in the dressing room. Golden opportunity then for Marlon Harewood to have restored his team's 2-goal cushion.
Well, it really was, and even Ben Uine in the end that could have scored, but it was an excellent block by Pepe Reina, but certainly it was an incisive ball by Dean Ashton again, inside Finnan, and Etherington just had too much pace for him.
Reset. Now Gerrard, up to Cisse. Play on, says Alan Wiley. Cisse's ball in for Alonso! And it's spun away off Ferdinand. Behind for the corner. Could have been more serious then for West Ham. Just showing that Morientes is coming on for Harry Kewell. Kewell is struggling with an injury.
Well, to be fair, towards the back end of the first half, he did start stretching his groin off as though he might have a little niggle there. That's obviously got worse, and that's why the change is occurring.
Because Peter Crouch going in to no avail. I think we're going to see the switch in a moment or two. As we were saying at the start, it was a toss-up really between Morientes and Cisse as to which of them would start. And now they are both going to be on. The save again from Reina.
Yeah, when you see that save again by Reina, it was 2 saves really. When Harewood had the first shot, Reina just stuck out his right foot, managed to make the save, and then he got back and made another good block from Benny as well. So really 2 excellent saves. If that had gone in at the start of the second half, I'm not sure that Liverpool would have come back from it. But a sad Harry Kewell going down the tunnel there, injured yet again, and Morientes now on the field.
That's a groin injury. Confirmation of that. Here's Crouch looking for Morientes maybe. Morientes, a player who really doesn't feel he's done himself justice since coming to Anfield. Now's his chance on the big stage, and he says, I am a big stage player, a big game player. Here he is now. No doubt he can be a deadly finisher. He hasn't really brought that goal-scoring prowess to Merseyside. Reset. Not one of his better efforts.
No, we've seen him score from there before. He can strike it from there, but on this occasion he's cut right across the ball, and absolutely no threat to Xhaka Hislop's goal at all.
Benitez, sorry, just to interrupt there, I was talking about Morientes. I mean, he has kept faith in him, hasn't he? But you do wonder how much longer he will be at Liverpool if he doesn't begin to show the form he is capable of. He says himself, I'm only halfway through the contract. It's only job half done by me. Not really shot though, has he?
No, I would have thought that he's honest enough to know that he hasn't played, and he thinks he's going to see out his contract and hopefully improve in next season. But Liverpool are moving forward at such a pace that I would think that certainly the striker's position, either Morientes or maybe Cisse, those positions might be under threat next season if Benitez can get the right people in to replace them.
There's talk of 6 newcomers at least. Whoever is penciled in, we shall see. Herpia. Meantime, they have a job to do here. Rusa making the run, Benayoun tracking back. There's such a spirit about this West Ham team. In terms of the scoreline, they still have the edge over Liverpool, but I'm sure they're going to have a lot of defending to do to repel them in this second half. Reset digging in the cross. It's dealt with though by Anton Ferdinand and Alonso to Gerrard. There's that little buzz of anticipation, expectation when he's on the ball. Finnan towards Morientes. Gabidon was there. Now Cisse. Was thought about a shot, but it was a long way out. Alonso, who hasn't scored since his double strike against Luton in the 3rd round. Crouch flags up. Oof. They wouldn't have counted. Certainly thumped in though.
What a strike that was, yes, definitely offside. It was a lovely work move by Liverpool, a tremendous strike from Steven Gerrard, but certainly linesman correct again, or assistant referee correct again, and two players in offside positions.
It's a little message there, I think, to West Ham. I don't like the position my team are in at the moment. He means business, Steven Gerrard. The man who makes Liverpool tick. Fletcher. This is Etherington. Now Gabidon. This is central defensive partner Ferdinand. Asking a lot though really of Ashton, with Ferdinand quite tight on him. Konchesky. He has played an all win himself. He's been surging forward too often in this game. He has defensive duties. Gerrard has now wandered out to the right side again. Alonso looking for him. But it was ambitious from Alonso. All his passing expertise. Nothing too disturbed. 37-year-old Shaka Hislop in that West Ham goal. Harewood making a nuisance of himself, but no more than that really. Tidying up his Carragher. Still plenty of time for Liverpool to transform this final. It really has been edge of your sheet stuff. By Gabidon. Alonso. Now it's Carragher. Fernandez far over on the far side. Here's Herpia. We've got the other way instead with Reese. Patient build up here by Liverpool. As West Ham endeavour to keep their shape and keep them at bay. Carragher on to Reese. Is through the middle, so is Peter Crouch. That's a free kick. We really haven't had that many stoppages though. The game really has flowed, isn't it, Ray?
No, it has. The stats at half-time showed that very few fouls. It's only one offside in the game. It's been a very open game, and there's been some good football played.
Here's Gerrard. The goal was blocked for a moment anyway. There's Crouch. In comes Gerrard! Certainly wasn't blocked the second time, and they are back on level terms in this thrilling cup final. 2-2.
Well, wouldn't you know it if anybody was going to score? Right from the kick-off, Gerrard has shown his intention. Lovely ball in, Crouch at the goal post there, knocks it back, and then Gerrard unmarked. Midfield, West Ham midfields don't follow his run in, and it just bounces up from Lovely. Watch him appear in the picture there. As he comes in, no West Ham midfield player near him. Carl Fletcher hasn't followed his run. Bounces up Lovely for him. Shaka Hislop, no chance whatsoever.
He is a leader. Boy, is he a leader. Now it's a different game. 54 minutes, Steven Gerrard, goal number 22 for him this season. A midfielder, of course, by trade, but he's so much more than that. Chance whatsoever for Shaka Hislop, and suddenly the whole mood has changed. Here's Peter Crouch. And Liverpool now firing on all cylinders, inspired by who else? Steven Gerrard. His manager says he ought to get 25 goals a season. That's how much he rates it and how highly he rates his goal-scoring potential. Goodness me, really thumped that home that Gerrard.
Let's not take away what Peter Crouch did as well. Peter pulled to that far post. He could have headed it anywhere, but he saw Gerrard making the run. Just knocked it down into his path perfectly. And Gerrard just got the simple task, but certainly finished it off superbly.
And now we shall see what the Hammers are made of. Such a test of this man's character, his team's character. 2 goals up, they've blown that. But far from out of this final, the way that they've been playing. mood, he's pretty much unstoppable. And it begs the question, Ray, is this the answer for the World Cup? If Rooney isn't fit, do we play Michael Owen with Gerrard there just behind? It's been suggested.
Well, there's been lots of things suggested, and that's obviously an option open to Sven when he makes his decision who does play. But, you know, he's such a versatile player. He can play central midfield. He can be dangerous coming in from that right-hand side, as he is playing this second half. He finds spaces. He can also play behind a sole striker. So there are lots of options that are open for Sven.
Alonso. Here's Crouch. Gabidon. Standing his ground and releasing Benayoun. He's got pace. Getting away from Sissoko, but he's managed it. That's Rio Coca. Can't make those luck-busting runs from midfield. It's an open game. It's a wonderful advertisement for English football. We were hoping this showpiece occasion would be. Looking at the other appetites for the World Cup, he certainly has done so thus far anyway. I'm sure he can only get better. Risa. Cisse, his yellow boots up top. Couldn't latch onto it this time. There's his goal that breathed fresh life into Liverpool. And now, back on level terms, thanks to Steven Gerrard. Here's Rector. Trees in, they're getting no real change out of it.
There's been a nice little battle out there on that left-hand side. Finnan there and Etherington. Etherington prepared to run at Finnan every opportunity. Prepared to have it into his feet or played in behind Finnan. And it's a part of an area of the field where maybe the game might be decided, because Etherington has been the one who has caused problems down that left-hand side and got balls into Ashton.
They've gone a little quiet away to my right. The West Ham men, those who've come down from Merseyside, are certainly looking themselves hurt now. Morientes, couldn't get through there with Benayoun. She's Ferdinand. Well, not too many would have written Liverpool off, even at 2-0, and now we can see why. The 125th FA Cup final is turning into a pulsating one. Peter Crouch. It goes Fletcher, then Rio Coca. Worked it on smoothly as well. And Ashton made no headway. Here's Crouch, using his strength as well to lay it off then to Gerrard. Morientes on the scene. And Ferdinand was composed back there for West Ham. Scaloni to Fletcher. Back to the season here. Campaign began, went down on loan to Watford. He's got a lot of thought to his future. Didn't think he had that really with West Ham. Benayoun almost threaded that in there for Etherington. Peter Crouch. Kaczynski there to break it up. Good defending by him. Through to the future. It's Ashton who went in too strongly then on Finnan. And I think he's going to be cautioned for that. First yellow card of the game. Which has certainly been sportingly contested.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit harsh. You know, this is the first yellow card in the game. And yes, it was a foul, but it wasn't anything malicious. He just got there as quickly as he could, basically. And did catch him, but not in any malicious intent, and therefore it was a little bit harsh.
Alonso to Jamie Carragher. He's moved right considerably for that second goal. And conceded an own goal himself. Cisse. Benayoun read his intentions though and made them quicker. It's opposite down there, Risa. Here's Kaczynski. Now Etherington. He's had a chance to show what he can do in the Premiership with West Ham this season. Really made a breakthrough with Tottenham. They played over 50 times for them. It's got the hammers that we've seen what he can do. Rio Coker. Now Ashton. To the box to Ackford. Well, he couldn't deliver, it will be a corner. Everton and Benayoun coming across to sort it out between them as Anton Ferdinand, who's never scored an FA Cup goal, arrives in the middle to join the likes of Harewood. Scaloni's up there as well. Gavidon has stayed well back. Ferdinand going to that near post. Couldn't quite get a connection though, but out come Liverpool now on the counter raid. Just past the hour mark, Cisse. Good challenge through by Gavidon. He looks a close up, this fellow. He has made the transition from Championship football to Premiership football in style.
Yes, he has that wonderful attribute of pace. If you've got that at the top level, it does give you a great chance.
Very laid back character. Determined defender, he's up the line today. Crouch. Good defender, Ferdinand though. Ashton. And he was tripped in by Carragher. That may well be a yellow card for him, it is. Not one of his better days so far. Having cautioned Ashton for the earlier offence, I think maybe he felt there Carragher's name had to go in the book as well.
And that tends to happen a lot in the game. The referees don't book anybody in the first half for little things, and then they think they've got licence to actually go and book for anything in the second half.
Yossi Benayoun. So exciting for West Ham this season. Now Konchesky moving his support down the left. Oh, it's in! Paul Konchesky has conjured up an incredible goal. Did he mean it? Was it a cross? Was it a shot? He doesn't care right now. It's a goal for West Ham and they are back in front in this extraordinary, exhilarating final.
Well, I can't believe he meant that. I think he was aiming for Harewood, who was peeling off to the far post. But it caught Rayner again. You see Harewood pulling off to the far post. I'm sure that's where he's looking. He's miscued it slightly. Rayner's off his line. He can't adjust his feet quickly enough. And we see the finish on the back of the net. I think he looks up there, looks at Harewood, it comes off the outside of his foot. And Rayner is totally in the wrong position and can't readjust.
Completely wrong-footed there. Pepe Rayner had to Alampani use the line. Not to mention the delight of the 23,000 or so West Ham fans back behind the goal over on that far side. Konchesky has scored his first ever FA Cup goal. And it really has now set up a thrilling finale to the game. Can Liverpool come back again? You bet they can. Carragher. Such a shock to the system though for the Reds, who must have thought they were getting up top. They must have thought West Ham were there for the taking. Far from it. That is the spirit, that is the character I was referring to earlier that West Ham needed to show. And they most certainly have in the most emphatic fashion. Paul Konchesky, who grew up as a Hammers fan as a boy, to the semi-final back in '91 as a youngster. That was a miserable day there. This one may not be. Certainly isn't at the moment. Whether he meant it or not. Very much a fixture on the West Ham team. He only missed one Premier League game all season. That was against Liverpool. Recent defeat at Upton Park. Maybe they were holding him back, keeping him back. There's no holding back Benayoun at the moment. Now it's Ashton. Got plenty up here. Etherington. Benayoun just checked then in his stride. Didn't go on. And I think Etherington maybe thought he had. Stay with it for a moment, Ray. It might just be time for you to go a little bit. Let's all go here. Harewood, who's offside? Evans in the middle, so was Benayoun. Benayoun just wheeled away then in frustration, but there was no service. Now it's Liverpool on the rebound. Scaloni racing clear for West Ham. So open now. Marlon Hill. West Ham revitalised by Kanchelski's goal. Benayoun. Down by Alonso.
I think Alonso wants to come off. I think that he knows that enough is enough. He's not right. He's certainly signalling to the bench that he wants to come off. And certainly now, I think they were ready to make a change anyway. Whether it was Alonso or not, I'm not sure.
I think it was Crouch. I think it was Crouch who was going off.
Well, certainly Alonso wants to come off and is coming off.
And it's young Cronkap who's replacing him. There's been a rethink over there. Alonso, remember, come into the final with a damaged hamstring, a damaged ankle rather. And he's been replaced by Cronkap, who was a defender by trade.
Well, what that'll do is Cronkap will come on and play on the right-hand side, and Gerrard will go in the middle of the field now with Sissoko. So obviously Alonso felt something and thought this is not the sort of game to be going on and carrying an injury.
Sissoko. This is Fennon. Now Gerrard. Sissoko. Fennon. Okay, the Dutchman is further forward over on that right side. He knows Morientes. Beaten in there though by Anton Ferdinand. Harewood. The semi-final, we've got plenty of heroes today. Benayoun. The Raiders. He's getting more and more influential as this game goes on. Benayoun. Real danger with those searching runs. Davidon. Again, a tower of strength back there for West Ham. Reset. Liverpool really have a match on their hands. Fletcher to Benayoun. As Liverpool begin to gamble, there will be a gap or two for them to exploit the hammers. Etherington. Kanchelski, an unlikely goal scorer. Let's put his team back in front. In this memorable final. Kanchelski in trouble here against Cronkap. To the rescue, Danny Davidon. What a game he's having back there. Kanchelski. Should be Carragher's. And then Finnan. West Ham about to make a change over on that far side.
Well, I think to be fair, Peter, they've been trying to make a change for about 5 minutes and the ball just won't go out of play. It's that sort of game.
It was Zamora for Ashton. That's what we're hearing anyway.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. No, Ashton was a doubt. He's done tremendous for 60-odd minutes. He's bound to be feeling the pace of this game because it is being played at a fast and hectic pace.
Rio Coca! Suddenly Liverpool are on the back foot again there. Now here is the change.
Coming off the field,
and you can imagine the kind of result from the Dean Ashton is going to receive on the West Ham players. They'll know all about the injury. They know there's no other reason he's giving way here. As we see again, the effort from Kanchelski that, well, completely called out Jose Pepe Reina. Ashton score of West Ham's second goal. They doubled their money then. Back came Liverpool to 2-2. And then Kanchelski's strike has given them the advantage again, and it's Bobby Zamora, who a year ago scored the winner, of course, in the Championship playoff final against Preston, who is now on in his place. It's up between him and Teddy Sheringham, really. Zamora has first stabbed it. Now Haman is on for Liverpool.
Well, it's another tactical change yet again. It now means that Gerrard looks like he's going to play in behind the front two and let Haman and Sissoko hold in the middle of the field and just give Gerrard really the freedom of the park.
And now on for Crouch. Gerrard. This is Finnan. Now Haman, the German international, to Steven Gerrard. Making his way forward again. Oh, Morientes. Just a sniff of a chance there for the Spaniard. West Ham shut that ball very quickly, and a lovely balancing act by Alan Pardew, who controlled the ball. I'm not sure if you saw it over on the far side. Watching every moment of this, especially with his team having this 3-2 advantage over Liverpool. Who would have thought it? The answer to that is, I suppose, every West Ham fan would have thought it. They believe in their team. Hammer. Finnan to Kropka. Policed here by Kaczewski. Hammer. There we go. Cool head back there for West Ham. Ronaldo was a winner in 2001 when Liverpool came from behind, remember, solely drawn against Arsenal. That double strike from Michael Owen. This is Gerrard. Morientes trying to tee it up then for Kropka. Helpier. Now Gerrard. In for Haman. Bernardo Risa. West Ham being pressed back here, all back defending. Everyone being behind the ball there. Here's Gerrard. Defensively, that was Rio Costa this time. Gerrard probing again. Too long for Morientes. And Cisse couldn't get there either. West Ham alert and aware at the back. But it's a Liverpool throw. And they're asking a few questions now. The team in red. Ferdinand. Harewood. And that was up for him. This is Carragher. Heading towards the last quarter hour now of this gripping final. And you certainly feel there's still more to come yet. Especially where Liverpool are concerned.
Well, you can't really see the rest of the game going without Liverpool creating another clear-cut opportunity somewhere along the line. It's just a case of whether they can take it or not.
Can be done. Under pressure from Kropka. There goes Finnan. And respite. Bit of breathing space here for West Ham. It's all about possession at the moment for this man's team. But they are trailing. Too happy about it. And certainly taking nothing for granted, no foregone conclusion, he says. Before the game got underway, and deep down, I'm sure he would have thought, look, we're going to win this today. The hottest of favourites. Maybe they reckon without the spirit and determination of this West Ham team. But here's Gerrard now. For Haman, Gerrard again. It's Etherington back defending this time. Then Kaczewski. Maybe upfield for the Hammers. And Benitez is controlled and as good as Pardew's. Well, he's going to see the funny side of it at the moment. Helpier. Risa. Too long for Kropka, but Finnan's behind him. Gerrard. Always involved, always looking for the ball. Kropka, as can be done, stretching to clear, but only as far as Gerrard. Switched on now then to Haman at Risa. Oh, he can do from long range, but not this time.
It was very difficult for him then to actually get the shot on target. It was right underneath his feet there. Tried to dig it out, but couldn't keep it down. And obviously Pardew now is looking to bring on Daly to try and maybe stem Liverpool's hand. I mean, Carl Fletcher coming off now, I think, and certainly Carl Fletcher's done really well for him, holding in the middle of the field. Maybe should have done better with Gerrard goal, following him into the box, but apart from that, he's done an excellent job, and obviously Daly's now being brought on to work alongside Rio Coker and make sure that they hold on to this goal advantage they've got.
The Scottish international, Christian Daly, versatile, he can slot into any one of a number of roles, will be at midfield. They hope to keep things tight for West Ham. The Lions are under fire here. Cisse, it's only partially cleared as far as Sissoko. It's blocked by Ben Ayoud. Risa. Now Hammer. Now Finnan to bend this one in. Well, yet again is Gabidon. Has been soaked up by West Ham around him. Sissoko. Risa.
Well, Alan Pardew now has obviously gone, right, we're going to hang on to what we hold, because he's withdrawn Harewood out the front, he's put him on the right-hand side, they've left Zamora up the field on his own, they're playing 4-5-1, and they're saying to Liverpool, OK, can you actually score against us? Because we don't think you're capable of it, and we're going to just shut up shop and win this game 3-2.
Harewood, partly against his natural instinct, Alan Pardew, but you can't blame him indeed now. They're trying to hold on to this. Nine goals in the 5 previous finals, 5 today already, and who's to say there won't be more? Hammer for Liverpool. Last man to score at the old Wembley against England, of course, for Germany. Sissoko. And Cisse couldn't get it under control. Frustration again for Liverpool. Only just over 10 minutes now remaining. Scaloni. And Daly. There's the Argentine, Scaloni again. Okay. Harewood. Getting to it though by Risa. Scaloni. Pushing it forward in search of Bobby Zamora. Now it's Ben Ayoud. Got forward so quickly and supported the front players. Zamora will be fresher than most. West Ham fan all his life, Bobby Zamora. Will be relish just being involved in this final, but it will mean so much more if they can actually win it. It has proved to be such a good signing for them. Really made his mark in the Premiership. There were many who doubted he could do that. 16 goals from Harewood in all competitions this season. 14 of those have come in the top flight. That's Finnan to clear. Daly in ahead of Morientes. Hammam to Carragher. Now it's Risa. Sissoko. And straight into Rio Coker. The linchpin in midfield for West Ham. Is he going to be the youngest ever captain to lift the trophy? Will Liverpool strike back again to ruin their day? Cisse onto Risa. Cisse again. And he's got wide from Morientes.
You just feel at this moment that Liverpool are starting to run out of ideas. They're having a lot of possession, playing in front of West Ham's middle 5, but not really creating anything, and in the end just having to hit balls into the box, hoping that the likes of Morientes or Cisse gets on the end of it, or maybe knocks one down for an oncoming Gerrard. But in terms of opening up West Ham, certainly at the moment, West Ham must be confident that actually things are going very, very well for them.
There's going to be a nerve-wracking last 10 minutes. Sissoko in a hurry. Crockett. Too much of a hurry. Alan Wiley pulling play back. Hammond. Now Steven Gerrard. You can imagine what he'll be thinking right now. Having got his team level, they are behind again. And still have it all to do. Gerrard directing operations, being urged on by those Liverpool fans behind the corner flag there. Anxious faces among them now. Gerrard will take it. Carragher's on the near post. That is Morientes. There's certainly no slouch in the air. He got his bearings wrong again. Well, he went up too soon, did he? I would have thought.
Yes, I think he was actually probably just starting to come down as he headed it, and therefore off the top of his head and high, wide and handsome. And that's been disappointing with Morientes, because obviously the previous clubs he's been at, he has been tremendous in the air and has scored many, many headed goals. But just at the moment, you know, we don't see in the Morientes we've seen over a very, very successful career that he's had.
Liverpool may have done the double over West Ham in the Premiership, but it's the Hammers who have the edge at the moment in the Cup final. Risa to Sami Hyypiä. Now it's Carragher. Again, everyone on the retreat for West Ham, trying to keep them out. In comes Hammond again. Morientes. Gerrard struggling to get it under control. Drop cap. But out comes Benayoun on the kept parade here. He's got Etherington free to his left. Zamora's gone down the middle. Etherington's cross. Oh! Reina just slipped there. On the greasy surface. Lost his balance, but in the end it wasn't costly.
As West Ham have the ball here, the worrying thing at the moment is that down the far end of the pitch, Gerrard is still, don't know if it's cramp, don't know if it's a calf muscle that's gone, but certainly he's got a little bit of a problem at the moment. It looks like he's trying to move again, but he's not moving very well at all.
Risa entered below us, but it's Gerrard at the other end of the field, as you can see here, who is also in distress. Horses, though, I would think, will not drag him off. Not now, not with his team in danger of losing this cup final. Something which they wouldn't have said publicly, but I'm sure would have thought was unthinkable. Teddy Sheringham is about to make his entrance. 40 years and 41 days. The oldest FA Cup finalist for 60 years. And it's Matt Etherington, one of those who remember being done for the game because of injury, who is going to be sacrificed for the last few minutes. Teddy Sheringham, an FA Cup winner with Manchester United, of course, in the treble year of 1999. He went on as a sub and scored soon after being introduced on that occasion. Can he make an impact again here? Great moment for him.
It certainly is, and one that he thoroughly deserves. To play at this level at that age is incredible. To play in the position he plays as well. You've got to look after yourself. You've got to know about the game. And he's done both of those things. And it's been a tremendous advert for the game of football, and one that players should look up to see how to look after yourself.
There is hope for you yet.
Probably not.
Here is Sheringham now. All he'll be thinking about is his team defending this slender lead for the remaining minutes.
Well, he'll just play in the centre of the field there. Benayoun will go out on that left-hand side, Phil Etherington's spot, and they'll still continue with a 5 in the middle of the field, but Teddy will be the one that will be playing more central and probably just slightly advanced of Daly and Rio Coca.
Herpia, Teresa. Sheringham was such a clever player. And they need that expertise, that experience, that guile now. I hope anyway, just to see them through, ease them through. 4 minutes plus stoppages. Here's Steve Finnan. Liverpool certainly haven't finished yet. Just as they hadn't in Istanbul in the Champions League final. That's Gerrard. Just as they hadn't against Luton in the third round when they were 3-1 down or 1-5-3. You don't write them off. And that's handball by Sheringham.
And I think it's right as well. I think that when the ball bounced up, possibly unintentional, but it certainly bounced up and hit his hand. He did gain advantage from it.
I didn't send you on to do that, says Alan Pardew. Gerrard, who seems to have run off that injury.
Well, the way he stretched off
across here.
I think it certainly was cramp. You know, he stretched off. And it's not surprising because he has covered some miles this afternoon.
Literally. Hammam is there. Gerrard is there. He's cutting a worried figure on his goal line, hoping he's got it right in front of him. Here's Gerrard. I think he's claiming a corner somehow, but it certainly wasn't. Goal kick and that huge roar of relief from the West Ham fans. Sensing this might yet be their day. Alan Pardew gesturing to him over on the far side. Keep it going, get behind us. Let's hear the Hammers roar. Well, the Liverpool fans do their best to respond and lift their team. There is still time to save it.
FA Cup final, 71,140.
Whatever the outcome, it's been a fantastic day, a fantastic match, and a wonderful atmosphere. Two clubs who could have filled the stadium on their own, let alone leading the opposition. That's how much interest there was in this game, and there is of course around the world, with hundreds of countries tuning in to this showpiece occasion, which had certainly lived up to expectations. Not his, maybe. Not yet. Herpia launching it long towards Morientes. Gromkamp got in there ahead of Konchesky. Scaloni under pressure from Cisse. Scaloni again. There's an injury to Cisse, which is why sportingly he played it out. There will be 4 extra minutes after the 90, maybe more than that now.
It's amazing, actually. There's quite a few players that are actually struggling with cramp here, and it's. I suppose that just shows the pace and the intensity the game's been played at. It's been so open, and there's so much of the game was played at full pace. There are a number of players have struggled with cramp, and I have to say it's a long, long time since I've seen so many players go down with cramp in an FA Cup final. We used to see it at Wembley many, many years ago, but certainly here I haven't seen that before. But that, again, shows what sort of game it's been.
As you say, it has been so open between these two teams. They've gone for it right from the off. And maybe, as we were saying, it's what the game needed was for West Ham to score first. They did it once, and then they did it again. But back came Liverpool. This man getting goal number 2 after Cisse's earlier strike. But is that comeback going to be in vain? Paul Konchesky with the 3rd goal for West Ham. Cisse is back on the field now. They're back to full strength, Liverpool. And back on West Ham throats again. That's Risa, tossed it towards Morientes. And then Gerrard! Oh, goodness me! What a strike from Steven Gerrard! I told you, don't write them off.
Well, that's this game has had absolutely everything.
Captain Fantastic or what?
Oh, what a strike. I mean, 5 minutes before he was hobbling, he was struggling with cramp, and it just dropped to him, and he's obviously made his mind up. Right, this is going in the net or it's going in the stand. I'm just giving it everything I've got left. And he struck it perfectly. He's got no chance. He's 35 yards out. It's flown in that back corner. What a strike. And I just don't
his team single-handedly back into this game yet again. Sheringham. Free kick to West Ham, just outside the box, conceded by Herpia. I'll tell you what though, Roy, I won't mind extra time.
Well, never mind the players, we'll realise extra time.
I should need to lie down first and a cup of tea. We are now into stoppage time, 4 minutes at least. Sheringham is there. Benayoun is there. Kaczewski is there. He can't do it again, surely. In this game, anything might happen. Here is Kaczewski! Smothered by Rayner.
Well, Rayner has not exactly had a game to remember. You know, he's had a couple of things to a couple of the goals, and that was one he had to hold on to because Teddy Sheringham was right on the end of it.
Here comes Risa for Liverpool. Kroenkamp. Back in for Morientes. Sissoko. The final flourish now from Liverpool. Steve Finnan. It's covered in by Shaka Hislop. Balled out to Harewood. What a game. Benayoun. You wouldn't want to miss this one for the world. It has lived up to every expectation. Benayoun, who's been grounded here. Just listen to the noise now around the Millennium Stadium. This magnificent arena. It's the best final for Docker's years. Harewood. Now Zamora. Take a breath, Ray.
Well, I'm just looking at the play. Steve Finnan's struggling with a groin injury as well. He's been stretching over the far side. He's holding his left groin there. He's not moving well at all, so there's a problem there as well, which, you know...
I'd keep him out there on one leg. Half a leg. Hammer. He is absolutely incredible. Steve Gerrard. Kroenkamp.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of full time,
3-3.
90 minutes is 3-4. There will now be a 15-minute each way period of extra time. Should the scores remain level at the end of extra time,
Just look
the
at this.
125th FA Cup will be decided by penalty kicks.
Well, how does it go from here? That's what he's wondering. Must have thought his team were going to do it at that stage, but is that now a really huge psychological blow, Ray, or what?
Well, certainly it was. I'm sure when he put Teddy Sheringham on with what 10 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go, that he wasn't expecting Teddy to have to play extra time as well. But it's happened, and it's now, you know, this is where the managers earn their money in terms of what they're going to say to those respective 11 players to get them through this last 30 minutes and make sure that one of them comes out winners, or we go to the penalty situation that we had last year.
Point of view, but fantastic for West Ham. But right in the start of injury time, man Gerrard just has brought Liverpool back into it. And just pondering, would it be the scriptures written for him to score a hat-trick and Liverpool win?
Don't rule anything out. Another handshake between the skippers. Plenty of mutual respect there. Last ever FA Cup final at Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. And the best for many a long year. 3-3, 2 15-minute periods of extra time. And to guide you through it, our commentary team of Ray Clements and once again, Peter Bradley.
I'm not sure I can take all this, you know, I'm on tablets. It's been exhilarating stuff. And there's more to come. No question about that. I suppose we should come to expect goals from Liverpool in finals in their last 3 now. 17 goals have been produced, 5 against Chelsea in the League Cup final, 6 of course in Istanbul, that thriller with Milan, and now 6 again today. And it really would take a brave man to forecast which way it's going to go from here, but I have one alongside me, Ray Clements. I'll get his opinion in a moment, but here's Harewood looking to release Bobby Zamora. How's it going to go, Ray?
Well, you would imagine at the start of this second half that Liverpool should be in the ascendancy because they've got out of jail with an incredible goal from Steven Gerrard, and therefore they should be very, very upbeat going into this. But you can't, dispel West Ham. They've got tremendous character. They've talked all week about the character and the spirit within inside that squad. They've shown it all afternoon, and who's to say they won't come back again? I think it's still so hard to predict. I think that Liverpool should go on from here. But West Ham, you can't write them off because they've done so well so far in this game.
Morientes. West Ham have never beaten Liverpool in the FA Cup. Is this finally going to be their day? Sissoko. Play by Herpia. Sissoko was manhandled then, the play going on. So much to talk about, and he's thought his team had done it. Only minutes away from winning the FA Cup for the first time since 1980, when Trevor Brooking bent low to head home the winner against Arsenal. Herpia. Cap on the Liverpool subs today. Benayoun still full of running. He's shown such energy, such enterprise too. Sheringham used his experience there to catch the referee's eye, but he wasn't interested, Alan Wiley. And I think the referee will be feeling the pace of this.
He won't be the only one. I think we're feeling a bit of the pace up here, but I'm still worried about Finnan in this right back spot. He's not moving very well at all. He keeps stretching off. If West Ham can get somebody having a real go at him, I think they can get at him.
Zamora. There's a touch surely by Benayoun. Will be a free kick to Liverpool. I suppose in this extraordinary game you certainly wouldn't rule out Teddy Sheringham scoring and becoming the oldest ever scorer in an FA Cup final. It's been that sort of afternoon. And you certainly wouldn't rule out either a Steven Gerrard hat-trick. This is his free kick. Morientes was shaping up there for a strike-on goal. Sissoko. Pierre stayed up there. By Kopczewski. The last time they met at the FA Cup was way back in 1976. And you were in goal for Liverpool that day, apparently. Is that right?
I was, yes. It was a third round, if I remember rightly, and we did win that 2-0 with goals from Keegan and Toshak, I think it was. But just so memory's still there, I think.
Well, you of course played in 6 FA Cup finals. I've got a list here actually, the people that scored past you. It's a very long list. There are pages of it. Sheringham. Zamora. There's a clash in the box, but the decision has gone Liverpool's way.
Now Carragher's gone down with cramp now, and again you don't find a fitter person than Carragher. It's very rare you see defenders going down with cramp in games, but even he's struggling with cramp.
A bruised ego earlier on when he conceded that own goal, and he's bounced back, shown his character, as of the whole Liverpool team, and in particular, of course, Captain Marvin out there. Steven Gerrard. The greatest strike, surely, in FA Cup final history. It flew past Xhaka Hislop. There was absolutely nothing he could do. Daly. Chesky to Benayoun. Finnan really is struggling, not going to run on him here. All three substitutes have been used, remember. So Finnan has to stay out there. Hammer. Gerrard. Liverpool, the 6 times winners in their 13th final. Is it going to be now unlucky 13 for them? Finnan to Hurpier. Sissoko swapping passes with Morientes. Here's Gerrard to Hammer. Okay, Liverpool prepared to be patient here as they probe at West Ham. Sissoko has covered so much ground, he's so combative and aggressive in the midfield. And what they want to see now, the Liverpool fans, is a complete recovery, a complete comeback by their team. Down at 2-0, but certainly not out. And once again, their way back into this final at 3-3. Sheringham. And as far as Risa, letting fly! And it was not far away then from the Norwegian. 3 goals, remember, in the earlier rounds. 3 crackers as well.
Well, when the ball comes out to him, West Ham can't get to him quick enough. He has time to assess what he's going to do, and that is inches away from going in that top corner. I'm not sure if Xhaka would have got to that. He's after it, but if it had been in that top corner, it just would have sneaked in, I think.
He's about 6'7", isn't he, Xhaka? So if anyone can, he can. I agree, I'm not sure he would have kept that out. Hammer. Now Risa. Decent ball as well for Kropka. Chesky was struggling. Coming out, just lost his footing as well. It must be very greasy in that penalty box, I would think. Benayoun. He's played with such zest for West Ham today. But it's a Liverpool throw, despite his protest to the contrary. Israeli. Came to West Ham on the recommendation of Al Durkovic, the former Hammer. And he's been a big success, a revelation, really. From Racing Santander in Spain. And whatever happens today, they would seem to have a very positive future, West Ham, on this evidence. But it's Risa now for Liverpool. 3rd place in the Premiership. Now they want a prize, a trophy, to round off their season. Morientes. Cisse, Kropka arriving, and Chesky on his guard there. I'm sure he heard it coming in. Corner to Liverpool. And that will be the signal for Hurpier to come up from the back, but not Carragher.
Well, the problem Liverpool have got is they're virtually playing with 2 half-fit defenders at the moment.
That was Finnan. Cisse couldn't get his foot round it.
What a chance that was. What a chance. Morientes there, misheaded it, should have done better himself. Cisse totally free, just needed a good first touch and it would have been a strike on goal and should have scored. But caught unawares when the ball was headed to him by Morientes.
One or two little arguments going on back there for West Ham. Anton Ferdinand asking questions of his goalkeeper Xhaka, his lot. But no harm done in the end. West Ham survive. Almost 10 minutes gone in the first period of extra time. Finnan. The sun isn't moving too freely. They barely run.
Well, Liverpool have got Carragher, they've got Finnan, and Steven Gerrard is still keeps stretching off. He just asked Morientes to go back into the middle of the field there for him for 5 minutes because he just felt he couldn't get back there.
Risa. Now Sissoko. Steve Finnan. Barely mobile. And more mobile than I've got Gout at the moment. He's got Gout.
Might be taking a little bit far.
That's Finnan. Towards Cisse. Now Morientes. If any viewers have any remedies for gout, perhaps they let us know. I'll put Ray's phone number, his home number on the screen a little later on. Only about 2 billion watching. Here's Daly. Benayoun. Very painful gout. This is Kucheski. Benayoun again. Zamora, lovely little ball, a cute little pass. And Benayoun, this is Teddy Sheringham. Thought about running in for a shot on goal then. Harewood. Right now collects. Not under too much pressure, but at this stage, mistakes can happen. In this final, anything could happen. Haman. Gerrard sitting off the pace for a moment. Cisse. Those fetching yellow boots. Just too heavy though. Fernando Morientes. Now Daly. Zamora prepared to go for this one. Although Sheringham is up as well. Zamora left his leg trailing there. Bit of a jokey character in the dressing room, Zamora, but nothing funny about that tackle then. On Risa, he's just been spoken to, but no more than that by Alan Riley. It's tense. It's very, very tense. And at the moment, we're heading for another penalty shootout. The first one, of course, last year ever. Goal was between Manchester United and Arsenal, and it was the Gunners who came through in the end. Gerrard. Cronkap. He's done some good work down this right side since coming on. Finnan. Now it's Haman. Gerrard. Daly was very tight. I think he saw it coming there. In fairness, Steven Gerrard, but he's got the free kick.
Yeah, I think definitely there used all his experience there. Didn't look over his shoulder as the ball was being played in. He sees him there, puts his body in front of Daly, and Daly falls for it.
Rafa Benitez says he really has matured as a player, Steven Gerrard. There was evidence of that, I think, on that occasion. He knew what he was doing. And he's earned his team a decent opportunity here. Gerrard, of course, wants to be involved. Haman alongside. Xhaka prancing on his line. Here is Gerrard. Looking for Herpia, but not finding him. But here's Herpia now, the Finnish international. Oh, Sami Herpia!
Well, that would have been everything. And any forward would have been pleased with that tight little turn. He looked to be in a corner as it's knocked out here. He looks to be in all sort of problem. He surely can't turn. He's turned inside out, knocked it onto his right foot, and that's inches away.
Agonisingly close then from Herpia, who scored his first FA Cup goal ever in the 7-0 win at Birmingham. Very early on too, as I recall. Only inches away then from what might have been a dramatic winner for Liverpool. Cisse is now in big trouble. He's limping over on the far side.
Well, you have to say physically West Ham are looking the better side at the moment, because we've got Cisse, who looks like he's got a problem with his hamstring. You've got Finnan, who's definitely got a groin problem. You've got Gerrard, who is having little bits of cramp, and you've got Carragher at the back, who's also struggling when he's really being pushed. So physically they're the best, but can they take it on to actually put Liverpool under pressure in the last third of the field, which they haven't done in this first period.
Not that way from Yossi Benayoun. Zamora gone the other way, if anything. Now Cisse is clearly in distress. He'll have to soldier on. Teddy Sheringham. Really sound defending by Carragher, but he's gone to ground now. There's nobody running out there.
So at the end of the first period of
He looks the
extra time,
freshest.
the score remains Liverpool
It's
3,
great stuff
West
though.
Ham
Half
3.
time in extra time. And some urgent treatment, repairs needed here. Massage a few limbs and ready the players for one final assault, one last 15 minutes here. But there are, Ray Clement, some really tired bodies out there, no two ways about that.
No, without a shadow of a doubt. And I say Liverpool, always renowned for their fitness and being able to go through right the way to the end. They're going to really be tested now because they've definitely got 4 players out there who are struggling either with little niggles in muscles or are cramping up. And they've got to get through another 15 minutes somehow. And that, the spirit within them is going to have to be shown yet again. West Ham are on their feet. They're all together. They're looking as fresh as you can look at this stage in extra time, but it's whether West Ham can get Liverpool's back four under pressure. And as I say, they didn't do it in the first 15 minutes, and if they can't, then it could well be that we'll see the penalties again.
Sent down a signal, that's what Alan Pardew was saying. He's got his players straight back out there, ready to show Liverpool they are up for this. I think that's Cisso's leg here. It's been bandaged up. Oh, what a day. West Ham, who would so love, of course, to provide a fitting memorial for those two Hammers heroes from recent times who sadly passed away this year. Ron Greenwood, manager of the 1964 FA Cup winning team, and his successor, John Lyall, who led the Hammers to FA Cup triumph in 1975 and again 5 years later. Will this be Liverpool's afternoon in the sun? Herpier. Now Sissoko. He was taking a gamble, incidentally, by not wearing protective glasses for that eye injury. Morientes. Cronkap free away to his right. Chesney wasn't really tight on him. It's Cronkap. And maybe the wrong man in that threatening position, although he did have two in the middle in Cisse and Morientes.
Well, he actually had time there. He's broken through there. He's in a great position to have a strike on goal. But if he'd actually looked up, he might have had another touch, knocked it forward, squared it, and Morientes and Cisse were arriving in the box. But nothing wrong with him having a go there. Just couldn't get it on target.
Liverpool fans out of their seats behind the goal. They're back in them now, wincing at what might have been. Harewood. Sheringham won't get there though before Sami Herpier. Short-footed at the back for Liverpool. That was Daly's header. It's gone astray though to Gerrard, who might shoot from anywhere. Cronkap. Cisse's in the box. So is Morientes. No real response so far. Cisse. He can hardly run.
No, I think Cisse might try to have got across the front of Gaviadon there, but just can't move now at the moment, not at pace anyway.
Maybe an hour ago, but not now. Sissoko trying to wriggle free, then Haman, Teresa. Liverpool defender straining every sinew to keep Liverpool out. And this is Yossi Benayoun. Too long though, asking too much really of Bobby Zamora, for all his finishing potential. Bobby Zamora, who's shown what he can do at the top level this season, answering his critics. Didn't really get too many opportunities with Tottenham. He only played half a dozen times, at least in terms of starting matches at White Hart Lane. But he has made an impression with West Ham. Harewood, now Scaloni. Goal kick. To come off the Argentine. This one was challenged then by Sissoko, who's also limping.
Well, Sissoko's put some miles in as well. He's really been the one in the middle of the field who's driven everybody on, has won it, kept it simple, and has allowed the likes of Gerrard to go forward and be more creative for them.
An epic cup final, but which team will be the stronger now? Who can summon up the energy to go on and win the thing? Sheringham to Benayoun. Zamora wanting it played down that left side. He's got Carragher for company. And he's won the corner, Bobby Zamora, through his endeavour. Up comes Ferdinand. Sheringham in the middle too, always a threat. Rio Coker, positioned just outside the box. Zamora's in the 6-yard area. Reina got a fist to it. I think he was being jostled there. He was impeded.
Yes, he was. But it wasn't a bad finish from Scaloni when it dropped out to him, was it? But yeah, you can see here Zamora's across the face of him, stopping him getting to it. He reaches over, but certainly Zamora's trying to stop him from getting to the ball, making no attempt to get to it himself.
Fairly innocuous, but then that's goalkeepers for you.
We need all the protection we can get.
Scaloni. Too much protection. Here's Sheringham. Benayoun. Zamora's drifted away to the far side, over on the left there. This is Scaloni. The rolling forward now for West Ham. Sheringham. Risa to mop up. Offside says Sammy Hertier, but the assistant down below us doesn't agree. That's a throw to West Ham. Christian Daly. That was Morientes lunging out a leg. And Tom Ferdinand. Gerrard got a bit sloppy, pressurised then by Sheringham, but it's Haman who comes away with the ball. Advantage, good advantage played by the referee. And this, ball in possession by Rio Coker. Goodness, he's got some tackles in today. Sissoko. Gerrard is down injured. There's about 4 of them injured at the moment. There are very few standing out there. Crop cap, Gadidon stretching. Christian Daly. I'm exhausted watching. And Risa Sporting has gone across here to the West Ham closed down. Meantime, there's help for Gerrard from Herpier. Pain etched on the face end of the Liverpool captain. He has surely written his name now in Liverpool folklore yet again with his wonderful goal. 2 goals. And he'll have to carry on for the last few minutes. Harewood. Some attention for him as well. There's a casualty ward out there. Sissoko with a challenge on Harewood that sent him flying to the ground. Lung-busting afternoon, Ray.
He certainly has. And looking at Steven Gerrard when he reports to the England World Cup squad on Monday, I think he'll probably having the week off.
Need a week off. And he's grafted so hard. Marlon Harewood. He's definitely going to be a cricketer. He's turned into a very useful footballer. And his name initially, of course, with Nottingham Forest. He's had a super season for West Ham. It can't have been that far away, I would have thought, from an England call-up. I'm sure you can't comment on that as England's goalkeeping coach, so I won't even bother to ask you, Ray. I think he was quite close. It won't reach Cisse, thanks to Ferdinand. Harewood is still being attended to. Down below me, Yossi Benayoun. Where does he get his energy from? Here's Sheringham to Daly. Now Scaloni. Benayoun's made tracks into the middle, so is Sheringham. Just too long for Sheringham, but only just. Sissoko. I'm sure he was yanked aside, he was, by Christian Daly. minutes to go as Harewood limps back on valiantly. Hardly worth the effort. He can't contribute.
They would be desperate to try and get him back on something like that, because I'm sure if it comes to the end, he would be one of their penalty takers. So they'll be desperate to get him back on if they possibly can.
And in this Roy of the Rovers game, they'll go and hit the winner. Sissoko. Carragher. Still no sign of Harewood returning. His boots off now. Not exactly in the deck chair though. Kropka to Finnan. Rafa Benitez bellowing at his players over on the far side. Momo Sissoko. He's given Liverpool such an abrasive edge in midfield this season. Benitez felt he was the type of player they needed, alongside the likes of Gerrard and Alonso, to bring the best out of them. It's a stumble by Finnan, who's really struggling to get back now. Bobby Zamora. Just brushing off Herpia, still Zamora. And the ball had West Ham fan the septic glory, then his eyes were lighting up. But in the end he was stopped in his tracks.
Well, it's the last thing that Liverpool's back four need to run at the moment. Is something like Bobby Zamora running at them, and the only way that Herpia can get to him, he stumbled into the back of him, and therefore the free kick's given. But certainly Zamora's got bags of energy, came on late in the game, and if he gets a chance to run at Liverpool like that, he will cause them problems.
Some of the wounded aren't even walking out there. It might be Zamora, it might be Benayoun, it might be Teddy Sheringham, and Konchesky's there too.
Certainly won't be Harewood.
Don't you write anything off in this game? And Alan Pardew got the winner in the semi-final for Palace against Liverpool once. This is Benayoun. Even Pardew might come on. Scaloni. Out to play it away. Now Cisse. Not yet, not yet. Sissoko, Morientes in the middle. Fernando Morientes, and that was a terrific saving tackle there by Anton Ferdinand. Just got there in the nick of time to rescue his team. Fernandez on the prowl, was waiting to pounce. Now he's injured as well. Is the referee all right? He is. Everybody else has gone. Finnan. Sheringham was after him. Here's Morientes. Sissoko. 3-3, could have been 6-6. Wonderful stuff. Hammer. Just the kind of game that makes this old game of ours such a great one.
As you say, Peter, when you see games like this, you realise why you're involved in this game, and these are the games you want to see, and it gives you that buzz that proves that this game of football is the best game in the world, without a shadow of doubt. It takes you through so many emotions.
Konchesky. The 125th FA Cup final has been a treasure. Kind of game which shows why the FA Cup has retained its aura and its worldwide appeal for over a century. Is there yet to be a sting in the tail, an extraordinary tale in Cardiff's Millennium Stadium this afternoon. The sun's come out and the two teams have come out and turned on a magnificent performance. There certainly does not deserve to be a loser. Morientes to Cisse. There has to be a loser, and it looks now as if that is going to be settled by a penalty shootout, unless Nigel Rio-Coker. Zamora. Trips by Di Mahamad. seated where it has been.
Yeah, Haman finished out there because obviously Finnan is struggling there. Doesn't want to leave him one against any white shirt. So Haman went out there and finished up committing the foul to save Finnan being exposed.
Yossi Benayoun to whip this one in. Rayner across all the bar at the post. And then wide. By the lifting Marlon Harewood.
Well, Rayner's not. Did he get a touch on that for Harewood? He just can't adjust. He's struggling for his life with the injury. Just cannot adjust here. It's gone off the back of Harewood's head in the first place. Lippia injured himself there, and Harewood just can't. It's that left foot again, even when he's fit. And he's obviously struggling there and just couldn't get his balance to direct into the empty net.
He can't kick with his left foot. Remember that screamer in the semi-final. Well, it certainly ricocheted off the frame of the goal. And to Liverpool's utter relief and West Ham's utter despair, the chance went a begging. Here's Morientes. Suddenly the action switches to the other end. Seconds to go. Kupczewski for West Ham. Pardew and Benitez over on the far side imploring their teams now just to either keep it tight or go for a winner. Zamora.
Sissoko's now gone down. Again, doesn't surprise me. Just the work he's put in. I mean, he's probably put more miles than anybody on the Liverpool side. And it's got to him, and he just cannot put one leg in front of the other corners.
1 extra minute. As if we haven't had enough drama already, and there's plenty more to come if it does go to the shootout. No fears for Liverpool, and I'm sure Alan Pardew has his team well prepared as well. Did this come off Harewood or was it Rio Coca? Hard to see, but Rayner was really stretching. I'm not sure if he got his fingertips to that or not. A major let off for Liverpool. He did get his hat to it.
He did, yeah. It was a tremendous touch, it really was. But it still is left to this man Harewood here. There's an empty net there virtually. Just needs to get it on target. And just through the injury, no other reason, just could not get his balance.
And the fans over on that far side rising to Momo Sissoko. Fatigue has certainly set in for him. Just about everybody out there. He'll be exhausted too. Rafa Benitez. There'll be a few extra seconds because of that latest delay. Zamora, and it will be a penalty shootout to decide the last FA Cup final in the Millennium Stadium. There is more drama to come. He'll have his team well prepared. Remember Istanbul last year. And Alan Pardew hopes his team are up for it as well. But a wonderful game by tennis.
Well, it certainly was, and as the final whistle went there, the whole stadium stood up, both sets of supporters, and applauded because both their teams, you know, they've given everything they possibly can. We've seen everything that's good about English football this afternoon and everything that's good about the FA Cup. It really has been an incredible game. And yes, we're going to have a decision. There is going to be a winner here, but for me, both these sides are winners for the effort they put in and the display they put on for everybody inside this stadium and around the world. It really has been a great day to be involved with football.
Don't go away, as if you would. We'll be back. But let's get a word first from Paul Walsh with John Champion. John?
So penalties it is for the second year running.
Yeah, it seems after such a fantastic game and the goals and the effort all the players have put in, that it's got to be settled by penalties. But in extra time, the players were dead on their feet. You know, they just couldn't give any more, and that's a credit to both sets of players. They really worked their socks off. They really went for it, and you know, they just couldn't raise their legs in the end. And I think it'll be interesting for the penalties because you still got to step up to the mark, step up to the ball, and hit it with some energy. And it'll be interesting now. The players are tired physically and mentally. but they've just got to raise it and get themselves together to go and take the penalties, and that is going to be interesting in itself.
Body language is always instructive at times like this, Paul, and West Ham with their group huddle just look a little more together than Liverpool.
Well, I mean, I think that they also look slightly more fresh, I think, as well, and that might be a factor in the end. You know, the players are on their own on the Liverpool side. I think they're trying to gather their thoughts and get focused, you know, concentrate their minds, because they're going to have to take penalties, and you know, individually you have to go about that job as you see fit.
Well, Liverpool have spent the season, which began for them way back on July the 13th against Total Network Solutions of Wales in a qualifying tie for the Champions League, wondering and worrying whether fatigue would catch up with them. Now, in their 62nd match of the season, we're about to find out the answer.
Yeah, well, it certainly is a massively long season, a lot of games, a lot have been asked of their players and their squad this season. And, you know, both sets of players, you've got to say, have given absolutely everything in this game. And it's had a bit of everything. Fantastic goals, goal-mouth scrambles, shots from distance. I mean, Steven Gerrard's strike was absolutely supremely brilliant. And, you know, it's a shame there has to be a loser after a game like we've seen.
And yet, if one chance had gone in rather than being tipped onto the woodwork by Pepe Reina, then we wouldn't be in this situation.
I thought it was Rio Coker ducking out the way, hits him on the back, and it's certainly going into that far corner, and that is a magnificent save. Reina, who's had a bit of a shaky afternoon, certainly redeemed himself with this save. This might be the best angle, bit of flick on, and there you see that vital touch, that was certainly going in.
And Harewood just so stricken by injury, he couldn't control the volley.
No, that's right, as it comes out to him, he sees it dropping for him, but he just can't sort his feet out with the injury that he's had.
So, the newly arrived Spaniard, or the veteran Trinidadian, which goalkeeper will be a hero? I'm sure one or two Liverpool players have gone up to Pepe Reina and said, don't forget the legs like jelly, don't forget the wobbly legs, a la Grobbelaar, a la Dudek in Istanbul. And West Ham have won the toss of coin for choice of ends, and these penalty kicks will be taken at the south end of the stadium in front of the West Ham supporters. Even Steven Gerrard is blowing hard. It seemed his wonder goal had created a platform from which Liverpool could go on, but they were so fatigued, so leg-weary in extra time. We come to the stage where now the referee Alan Whiteley is in earnest discussion with both goalkeepers, Xavi Hislop and Pepe Reina. Just explaining the procedure for this penalty shootout. And still, togetherness being exuded by West Ham.
That's it, all in a line there, concentrated. Well, they must know the first five who are stepping up and taking the penalties, and you'll do it going in. It's not a nice feeling to step up and take a penalty. You've got to have a positive frame of mind. If you go there with all the doubts and the demons in your mind, that's where you slip up.
Time for a deep breath. Deep breaths all round. Let's return to our commentators. Ray Clemens and once more, Peter Brackley.
Deep breath, I've had a massage as well. D.D. Hatman will take the first kick for Liverpool against Xavi Hislop, the man who a year ago thought his career was just about over. He didn't dream, I'm sure, that he would be in this kind of situation. Hatman against Hislop and scores eventually. Very cool, right?
No, it was a well-taken penalty. I think that Alan Whiteley spoke to the goalkeepers before to say, look, I don't want you coming forward off the line, where we've seen a lot of goalkeepers in the past. They're allowed to move along the line, but not to come forward. And we've seen a lot of that happening, and certainly there Xhaka stayed on his line when normally they might be a couple of yards forward.
Bobby Zamora, oh, he saved it! Well, he has such a reputation for keeping out penalty kicks, and he's come up with another blinding stop here. Pepe Reina.
That was a tremendous save. He's taken a step forward, but he's got to really stretch into that bottom corner. And it's a good penalty, to be fair, but Pepe Reina, that's a fabulous save. That really is.
Made saves in a penalty shootout for Villarreal, his former club, in the final of the Intertoto Cup against Atletico Madrid. Pepe Reina, that got them through to the UEFA Cup proper. And he's made a lot of saves too in 90-minute games. Here comes Herpio. Oh, that's been saved as well!
Well, that really was a tired penalty, if ever I've seen one. His body language as he comes up to it there, he doesn't make good contact with it at all, and it's a very comfortable save for Shaka Heslop to make. So, you know, I think as Paul Walsh talked about, you know, tiredness in this penalty shootout, and that certainly showed.
Teddy Sheringham. Can he beat Reina? He can! Sheringham celebrates, so do the West Ham faithful behind that goal. Come on, come on, that's the cry from the veteran striker.
You don't get a cooler person under pressure than Teddy Sheringham. I've seen him throughout his career, and if ever you wanted somebody in a penalty shootout to come out and take a vital one, then he would be the man.
What? Steven Gerrard. Such a hero in the match itself. Eyes staring, focused, and he scores.
And I think of these penalty shootouts, it's all about making good contact with the ball, striking it as firmly as you can. If you try and be clever at these penalty shootouts, I think goalkeepers will suss you out, and you've got chances of making saves against you. But when they're hit with the sort of power Gerrard hit the ball, then you've got no chance even if you go the right way.
Kaczewski! Reina again! Not sure it was right back on his line.
No, he's getting further and further away, and I'm not sure, you know, if Owen Wiley might have a word with him, but certainly Kaczewski tried to hit it down the middle. A lot of players in these situations do, because goalkeepers tend to go one way or the other, and Reina was still agile enough to get his feet to it and knock it away.
Alan Pardew fears the worst. John Arnaisa, the spotlight is on him now. Confronting him is Shaka Heslop. It was too strong. Rock Risa. 3-1.
Straight down the middle. Risa knows how vital that is. He's just hit it with power, kept his head down. To be fair, the same as Kaczewski did, but unfortunately for Heslop, he couldn't get his feet up to knock it away.
It's Ferdinand, saved again by Reina, and Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Pepe Reina may not have had the best of days in the match itself, but goodness me, he has been a hero in the penalty shootout, and it's Liverpool's day after all.
Well, as you rightly say, I'm sure Pepe Reina will look at his 90 minutes and think that's probably one of the most inconsistent games I've had this season for Liverpool. But when it mattered in the penalties, he came up with trumps, and certainly 2 of the 3 saves he made was absolutely magnificent, and deserves all the praise now that he's getting from his teammates.
Wild celebrations, and he's the man of the moment. Ferdinand's kept up by Reina, he gets the right way. Is that 3 saves?
3 saves, the first one was tremendous, the second one was maybe a little bit fortunate. That one there, certainly, I think Anton Ferdinand would say that he didn't hit it as well as he'd like to have done. But Reina's still got to go the right way, and he's still got to get something on it. And he did it, and full credit to him.
The FA Cup is heading for Merseyside. Winners of the first final here at the Millennium Stadium 5 years ago, and now they've won the last one as well. And goodness me, there was some drama along the way, and he will be a very, very relieved man. And well, no wonder, absolute despair and dejection for those who have followed the team in claret and blue. Very much the underdogs, but 2 goals up at one stage. Back came Liverpool, a thrilling match, and then the final drum with a penalty shootout, which has gone Liverpool's way. disappointment for Alan Pardew and his team. Their first FA Cup final since 1980. Winners as the underdogs that day, but not this time. Alan Harewood, who worked so hard, as Liverpool extend their winning sequence to 12 games and present Rafa Benitez, their likeable and much respected coach, with his first domestic trophy. At the end of an extraordinary afternoon, it's finished Liverpool 3, West Ham 3, but Liverpool win 3-1 on penalties.
Liverpool winners of the FA Cup for the 7th time in their history. But what a story. Pepe Reina, who arguably cost his side 2 goals, then saved them with that late stop from Rio Coca's header, and 3 saves in the shootout. John Arnorisa, one of the 3 Liverpool players, along with Herman and Gerrard, to score from the spot. And it is Liverpool's delight in Cardiff. Paul Walsh, your thoughts?
Well, a fantastic day, a fantastic game, and a credit to West Ham for their part in the occasion, because they made a great fist of it. Unfortunately, there has to be a loser on penalties, but they gave it everything. Both sides did. It was always going to come down to who could keep their nerve. There were some tired legs out there, some tired minds, but when you've got the keeper, Pepe Reina, who turned his afternoon around really with that fantastic save at the death, and then to stop 3 penalties, all of a sudden he becomes the hero.
And poor old Anton Ferdinand, the fall guy, and there always is one in a penalty shootout.
There has to be, isn't there? And that's the horrible thing about penalty shootouts. But you know, they know, the West Ham fans know that their side have given absolutely everything today. It came so close, so very close, but it wasn't to be. Liverpool kept going and really had a nervous start, well, not a nervous start, a poor start. Went 2 goals down. Just got that goal before half-time that really gave them. I felt that they was going to come out and turn it around for themselves second half. Steven Gerrard with that fantastic goal to make it 2 apiece. And then a slight fluke, I'd have to say, for West Ham's third. But what a wonder strike from Steven Gerrard to make it 3 apiece.
Liverpool, the first side to win an FA Cup final, trailed by 2 goals since Everton against Sheffield Wednesday back in 1966. Another trophy for Rafa Benitez to add to his growing list. And he's restored them as one of the most eminent forces in English football. The Champions League winners of 2005 claim the FA Cup of 2006. And whilst there is great encouragement for the future, the way that things are evolving at West Ham, it is Liverpool who are once again in an age of achievement. After one of the most memorable finals in the long and distinguished history of this competition, the first was back on the 16th of March 1872, when the Wanderers beat the Royal Engineers by 1-0 at the Kennington Oval. And you know, there was no immediate presentation on that occasion. The winning Wanderers had to wait 3 weeks for a special Football Association dinner to receive their trophy. That was the crucial moment. Reina's 3rd penalty save from poor old Anton Ferdinand.
Well, yeah, it's just a weak effort, isn't it? And that's understandable. You know, there's nerves.
FA Cup chairman Mr. Jeff Thompson, Barry Taylor of the FA Challenge Cup Committee, and the president of the FA, Prince William.
No one will hold that against him in time. You know, he played his part in the game today and was fantastic, but it just wasn't a beat for West Ham.
And as we look at the victorious Liverpool team, great credit to the West Ham crowd. Normally the vanquished team supporters vanish from the stadium within minutes of the final whistle, but the vast majority of those in claret and blue are still in their seats and still applauding not just their side but the winners as well. Robbie Fowler there, who played for Manchester City in an early round before his transfer back to Anfield and therefore was cut tight. The presentation party now in position led by the President of the Football Association, Prince William. The order is that the referee, Alan Wiley, his officials, Darren Cann and Kerry Richards, and 4th official Phil Dowd should go through first, followed by the losers, and then the winners. Let me just turn to Paul Walsh and thank him for his contributions. It's been super having you with us this afternoon.
Thanks, I really enjoyed it, thanks.
team Liverpool, winners of the FA Cup. And for the presentations, let's rejoin Ray Clements and Peter Brown.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to a proud
I'm sure all of you watching around the world will agree with me. There are no losers today. This has been a memorable final, and all credit to West Ham for the part that they have played in it. As Nigel Reo-Coker, their young captain, leads up his beleaguered troops, but they should be, Ray Clements, very proud of their contribution today.
Well, you just got to look at the stadium. The whole stadium is up. Every Liverpool supporter is applauding West Ham's efforts. Every single one. As West Ham fans have stayed because they know how much effort these lads in white have put in. And the Liverpool fans are full of praise for them as well, because everybody, they know how hard they've pushed Liverpool. They've pushed Liverpool to the very, very limits in terms of it was Liverpool who looked physically the side that were more tired in the end. They're not the winners, but to every West Ham fan, they can be going back down that motorway tonight being very, very proud of their team's efforts.
Big consolation too, of course.
Well, now, ladies and
They will be in
gentlemen,
the UEFA Cup.
the climax of the competition
For the first time in almost 30 years, because of course Liverpool will be playing in the Champions League. It's wonderful to see the response and reception given to the West Ham players by, as Randy saying, they're all the Liverpool fans as well, all rising as one to salute West Ham, their contribution.
When you look at the Liverpool players walking up here,
Walking?
they're struggling to get up those stairs.
As a measure of how much these players have put in today, how much they have grafted. Simply Hervé, who back at the start of the season didn't think he'd be involved in another major final, I'm sure. The hero then of the shootout, with so many heroes from both teams in this epic FA Cup final. It's always going to be hard for Alan Pardew and his West Ham team. 2-0 up, they must have thought they had a wonderful chance of winning it. Cisse, another who can hardly struggle there. And Steven Gerrard, what a hero, the Players' Player of the Year. A year ago, we held aloft so excitedly the European Champions League trophy. Now it's the FA Cup. Another proud moment for this magnificent player.
And ladies and
A
gentlemen,
heartbeat of the Liverpool team, a hero for the Red Heart of Merseyside. Hopefully bring that too. And the FA Cup is back in Liverpool hands for the 7th time. Second in 6 seasons, it's glory for them in Cardiff again. And back home on Merseyside, there will be some party in celebration, as there always is, when the Reds bring them a trophy. Commiserations to West Ham, but the FA Cup winners of 2006 are Liverpool. And you have to take your hat off, Ray, to everybody involved in this final.
Every one of those players, every fan that's in this stadium, it's just been a special day to be here. The atmosphere from both sets of fans, they're both still here now as West Ham players go around to their supporters. They're getting tremendous applause from them. The Liverpool lads, a lot of them are out on their feet. They don't know where their next step has come, but they've got the trophy. And it was a wonderful sight to see Steven Gerrard yet again, hands on a trophy, lifting it up there with all those streamers going on behind. Great day for football, great day for the FA Cup. It's been a pleasure to be here today.
A total pleasure. The most entertaining FA Cup final I think I've ever seen, certainly. There has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. Pepe Reina just soaking up the moment here. Alonso, who had to limp off injured, so many were injured by the end. Absolutely memorable day for everyone here, and hopefully too around the world. You've enjoyed it too, I'm sure you have. My voice is going, Ray Clements' voice is going. Terrific stuff. We'll see you again. For now, from Ray Clements and myself, Peter Bragby, a very good afternoon to you as we salute the winners of the 2006 FA Cup. It's Liverpool.